Sometimes, a relationship doesn't fall apart because of betrayal. Sometimes, all it takes is a single question. A question that awakens the doubt buried deep inside the heart. A question that makes you start questioning every smile, every glance, and every moment of silence. And when the secrets begin to come to light, one by one, the question is no longer what is the truth. The real question becomes, who can you trust? Because in this story, some people are hiding the truth. Some are desperately trying to uncover it. And perhaps there is someone who already knows everything, but chooses to remain silent. Then, two people are told, you two need to talk to each other. At first, it sounds like nothing more than simple advice. But in reality, this is the moment when a secret is about to emerge. A secret that could change their relationship forever. Sometimes, you don't need a huge secret to destroy a relationship. All it takes is one question powerful enough to awaken a doubt that was already buried deep inside the heart. The story begins with a moment where the silence between two people seems to be saying more than words ever could. From the outside, everything appears completely normal. But beneath the surface, the hidden questions and unspoken secrets between them are making that silence increasingly heavy. Then, someone says to the two of them, you two should talk to each other. It sounds like a simple piece of advice, but in reality, this is the moment when the hidden truths begin to find a way to the surface. Sometimes people can sit right in front of each other and still feel miles apart. They talk, they smile, they look at one another, yet the emotions buried between them are far more complicated than anything they could put into words. Then another question is asked, what other secrets do you have? This question isn't simply about getting information. Behind it lies suspicion, distrust, and perhaps the fear that everything they've discovered so far is only a small part of a much bigger story. Once one secret is revealed, every other secret suddenly becomes important. You start wondering, if this was hidden from me, then what else have they been hiding? Meanwhile, another character, Lucy, finds herself caught in the middle of this situation. Hello, Lucy. Just a few words, yet the tension in the atmosphere becomes impossible to ignore. Perhaps Lucy knows everything. Or perhaps she herself is unaware of a truth that could completely change the lives of everyone around her. Then comes another request, please. But sometimes, the silence that follows the word please says more than anything else. The emotions hidden behind a person's face don't always need words. A single look, a moment of silence, a change in the eyes, or suddenly avoiding someone's gaze can reveal far more than a conversation ever could. That's why one important observation is made: faces tell you a lot, but only if you take the time to really look at them. This line becomes an important clue to the entire story. Because sometimes, the truth isn't found in words. The truth is written on the face. The truth is hidden in the eyes. The truth exists within the silence someone is desperately trying to hide. But the problem is that not everyone can immediately understand another person's emotions. Reading someone's face requires time, attention, and the ability to truly understand that person. And that is exactly why misunderstandings happen in relationships. You might look at someone and think they're happy, when in reality, they're falling apart inside. You might believe someone loves you, while they could be hiding an entirely different truth. And sometimes, you notice something in a person's face that they aren't ready to admit with words. Then another emotional question emerges about love: you can't love him. That sentence takes the story in an entirely different emotional direction. Has love really disappeared, or is the love still there, buried beneath secrets, suspicion, and circumstances so complicated that it's become almost impossible to recognize love is never a simple emotion. Sometimes love brings people closer. Sometimes that same love creates fear. And sometimes, you fall in love with someone without even being certain that you truly know who they are. Then an unusual truth comes to light: as far as I know, there is no button to turn it off. It may sound like an ordinary sentence, but it carries a much deeper meaning. Some emotions simply cannot be switched off whenever we want. Love is one of them. You can tell yourself to forget someone. You can decide that you won't think about them anymore. But the heart doesn't always listen to the mind. And that's why this isn't simply a story about secrets. It's a story about trust, love, suspicion, and the complicated nature of human emotions. Two people can talk to each other, but do they truly understand one another? A person can hide a secret, but can their face hide it as well? And if love is still there, can it really be destroyed by circumstances, deception, and misunderstanding? Perhaps the real truth is this: in some relationships, the greatest secret isn't what people are hiding. It's what has been sitting in front of everyone all along, and yet, somehow, no one has been able to see it.